pending. There it
I know.
goes.
Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. We are here on our day 4 of Attract Endless Leads to your business without being spammy or bothering your friends and family. And today it's going to be all about creating your own Facebook group. Now, if you have a Facebook group below, would you drop a comment? I'm just super curious to hear if you have a Facebook group already. Please let me know. Or if you've thought about Facebook group before, just drop that below. If you're in Facebook groups, I'm sure all of you are. I'd be so shocked if you're not in a Facebook group, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
But today it's going to be all about creating your own Facebook group. We're going to walk through how you actually set up the questions inside of a Facebook group. We're going to teach you about how to name the Facebook group. We're going to spend a lot of time on that, on how to name the group, kind of the psychology behind that, and how to actually position yourself even in terms of how you explain how you help people, and a little bit into posting and basically converting into your group into customers. And if you love this, all the things that we're teaching, and you feel like you need more of this, we're going to have a way that you can continue on with us in a 6-week program and continue to work with us and get more one-on-one support as well. Yeah. So
and it's super affordable.
Yeah, totally. We're just getting started. So we're in a pre-launch of our course. So, you would get in at a very low price for our pre-launch compared to what it's going to be down the line. So,
Yes. Get in on the inner circle.
Exactly. All right. So day 4 of Attract and Align, 5 days to endless leads. So you may be at the beginning of this week, you may have been at this place where you were feeling awkward about reaching out, didn't know what to say, feeling like family and friends aren't supportive, don't want to be embarrassed. And now you're getting confident. You know how to use groups to grow. You know how to ask people to meet people who want what you're selling, how to get people to ask for your link. And now you're going to learn how to run your group to generate leads 24/7. And do you know, I think it's a good time to stop and just take a minute to take a testimonial. Let me turn this off for a second. So let's talk about it real quick. So, that there's different groups out there. One group I'm thinking of, let's talk about this in action, which is there's this one girl that had a keto group, right? And she grew her keto group to 100,000 members. And then she joined a network marketing company, and she was selling $100,000 to $200,000 worth of products per month.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was when we were at Modere. And then I've seen it time and time again. For me, recently, Modere shut down, and Shaq Lee purchased it, right? And honestly, most of my people that I work with at Modere joined other companies, they were different companies. And so I got excited, and I had a group that I had worked over, many eight years to build, and I had 10,000 members in it. So when this thing happened, I started posting in my group and a couple other groups that I have developed over the years that were about Modere products. And I built a whole new team and a whole big customer base, literally with those groups and with hardly anyone that was in my previous downline. And I even made the first month of the business $5,000. And it was all from the group, And so if I didn't have that group, it might have been a lot more difficult for me to get people to join me.
I mean, the benefit of that was you had built a group, and it was your brand, and your brand is about health and hormones and things like that. So you didn't have to do a total rebrand when the company went away. You just changed the name of the company. You just kept on doing what you were doing. You didn't have to change anything.
Right. Exactly. And so, if people kind of get upset about that, the reality is it was my group that I built. And so as much as people might get upset and say that's not fair, it's actually fair because it's my group. Yeah. And so you have the right to do anything you want like that too. Like if you want to build a group around a product in your company, you can do that. Now, your company may not let you use its brand name.
Right.
Some companies are different about that. So you may not be able to use your company name or the product name, but you could bring it in a different way. So maybe you want to call it something like if it's like a 5-day diet that you lose 5 pounds and it's like 5 days to lose 5 pounds. That could be the name of the group. It doesn't have to be your product, but it's going to be the result that you're going to get people. And so, we're going to talk a little bit more about that right now.
Yeah. And it's super important to brand yourself, not brand for another company or another product, because like Amber said, if the company stops selling that product or say another product comes out that you like better, you can switch it up so easily if you're not blasting the company name and the product name all over the place. If you're just using your own branding and your own wording, then there's nothing that ties you to another product. You can change it up at any time.
Yeah, totally. And it's totally true. So Facebook groups, they still work, let's talk about why they still work. So, Facebook still prioritizes group content in their algorithm, especially if you're consistently engaging in it. So, what we're going to work on over the next 6 weeks in our advanced accelerator is really like things like how you create endless content in these groups, how you build units in it, how you create community, how you keep that activity going. And so we're going to talk more about that. I know it's not easily learned in a 20-minute training. So unlike pages or profiles, group build community trust and not just traffic. Some people want to have a Facebook page, but you don't realize that no one's really going to see that page unless you're spending ad money on it for the most part. Facebook doesn't show things from the Facebook pages much. But they do show things from groups a lot. And literally they'll recommend groups that you should join. If you're inside of a group, like say you're in a group on menopause, it will actually show you inside of that group another group that you could join sometimes.
And I saw yesterday that Facebook is now going to allow people to share things out of private groups to Facebook. So that's something to keep in mind too. Your content could get shared and it would be public. So that can be a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that they're even thinking about I saw somebody saying it was kind of old though. I think I realized it was like from 2016. It says maybe they're going to do ads in Facebook group, but you just never know what that might come of it.
Yeah.
And people in groups, they want to belong, not be sold to. So there has to be some community kind of cause. There has to be some kind of theme. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Oh, I'm on the wrong page here. All right. So choosing your group's purpose, ask yourself things like, who is this group for? Who's your ideal audience? What transformation do they want? And what conversations will happen inside? So you can always look at other groups to get examples. I just pick some pictures here because it can be like literally on any topic that you want. But typically if you're trying to sell a product, it would somehow inadvertently connect to that, right? Yeah. So even if it's hiking or something like that, that does still connect because you're still talking about health, hydration, joints, anti-aging, all of those things are relevant for active people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The group's got a main purpose, but there's lots of little legs to that purpose.
Exactly.
That tie into it.
Totally. And so here's some examples, health and wellness, women over 40, more energy, better hormones. So the group theme could be feel good again after 40. If it's maybe financial, or even if you're all about promoting your business opportunity, maybe the audience is young families, master their money mindset. So maybe a group theme would be money made simple, build wealth without burnout. So you can take a screenshot of this, it gives you some ideas. If you're really into fitness, you could have a group where it's a fitness for busy moms and stay fit with limited time. How do they get fit in 10 minutes a day, right? Strong, not stressed moms. I mean, I love this.
Yeah.
I did use ChatGPT.
Yeah. And these names are keyword specific. So if people are searching, you want to think about the things that people might search for to find your group, because those things in the name are going to make it way easier for people to find you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point. And that is kind of the whole key about this whole thing. And the whole thing we're trying to get across to you is when you do this, you pick a smart name. Facebook is going to advertise your group for free. Like, get it through your head that this is like such a huge opportunity. And I mean, that's when I had the groups, that's when I realized what was happening. And I was like, this is amazing. And I put Facebook, questions on there, like for example, I'll show you the ones I did right here. Actually, I don't think I have a slide on it in here. So now's a good time to pull this up. So let me stop sharing that and share this. Okay. This one. All right. So this is the perimenopause group that I have. And these are the membership questions. So if you're looking on the Facebook group, you would this is what it looks like when you click on the group image or, the group settings. And it says, membership questions right here. And so I made the questions, and you can do different kinds of questions. You can do questions like yes, no, or you can do questions like write their answer in, right? So this one I put, this group's only for women having perimenopause symptoms. Is that you? Yes or no? What symptom? And this is also keeps people feeling safe. Like if people are thinking about joining it, like lets them know that this group's going to be a safe place for them.
Right.
What symptoms are you experiencing? So now I got them telling me what they're struggling with, right?
Which is a great opening for a conversation.
Right. Yeah. Because you can then, what I do with these, like with my Liquid BioCell group, I have, how did you hear about Liquid BioCell? Because I could see if they heard about it from a friend, so that I won't bother them. I won't try to message them because I want to be respectful of that. But if they said, oh, I heard about it on YouTube or, social media, but they don't really know who they heard it from. And then ask them, what are they interested? What interests them about it? Like anti-aging, hair loss, this, that. Then I could go and message them and say, hey, I saw you're looking for more information. What kind of questions can I answer for you? And then maybe they put their email address in there. So here I now can see that maybe I have a product for them that could help them with brain fog or their hot flashes. And then I'll have them put their email address if they would like tips or recommendations to help with the menopause symptoms. Now I could start an email newsletter on this. Now, email marketing, that's a whole different topic. If that's something you're interested in, drop a comment below. That may be something we do later, a training on that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And these questions also, if you're using CRM, which is a customer retention, whatever, I don't even know what it stands for anymore. But it's a way to keep track of your customers. And there's lots of different CRMs out there, but a lot of them will allow you to import these questions into the CRM. So then you can add tags to people based on the way they answer these questions. So that's an advanced metric, but just something to keep in mind when you're creating questions. At some point, you might be filtering people based on those questions. So they're a really good option to have there.
Yeah, that's a good, that's such a cool thing. I mean, I loved using Group Track because it would keep all that in there, and then you don't try to keep a separate spreadsheet or something because it doesn't capture that. And you got to know that if you have that information there and you don't screenshot it, it's gone. Like Facebook doesn't have that tucked away somewhere for you. Your membership question answers. You got to actually be responsible for that. So if I'm like not wanting to use a CRM, which means customer relationship manager.
There you go. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah. Then, I mean, I've been lazy at times where I've copied the whole thing and I paste it right into Excel. Yeah. And then it's kind of nice because it will link it links to that person's Facebook profile. So, I mean, if you want to do the low budget way, but I mean, the Group Track thing is really cool. I wish I could learn all the features of that. So if you're somebody that likes like tech and you like are smart like Annette, can sit down and learn it. I mean, I was learning it for a little bit and I learned you could send out you could have it to send certain messages out. So it's super automated. It's really nice. Really cool. And you can, there's so much you could do with that, but that's a whole different conversation.
Oh yeah. That's for advanced for sure.
Yeah. Way advanced. So we're not going there today. All right. So we'll go back to these slides. So here's a good headline formula for you. And so this is something you should think about. You're making your group, but you should think about this maybe first. I help who go from problem to result without big frustration. And let me explain how this looks. I help women, that's the who, go over 40, go from burned out and bloated, that's the problem, to energized and confident, that's the result, without cutting out all their favorite foods. All right. So you can kind of see that. Go back.
What?
Why can't I go back? Okay. Yeah. So again, I help who go from problem to result without that keyword without that's what really works. Like even with our group, we did that, without attract the customers without, right, being annoying, without bothering friends and family, without cold messaging. So this, when you phrase how you're helping or what your challenge is called without whatever their annoyance is, that's what's going to get people to pay attention. So it's some ideas. I help busy moms go from tired and unmotivated to feeling fit and focused without spending hours in the gym. I help menopausal women go from hot flashes and mood swings to balanced hormones and better sleep without synthetic hormones. These women that we are targeting are the ones that probably don't want to do synthetic hormones. And then like finance business examples, it could be I help young families go from living paycheck to paycheck to saving confidently without giving up the lifestyle they love. These are good, huh?
They are very good.
Yeah. So you can screenshot these. I help coaches and network marketers go from awkward selling to magnetic marketing without being pushy or salesy. Who doesn't want that? And then other one like this medical, like we have some medical providers in our business. So they could say, I help women like Annette here, she's naturopath. She could say, I help women with hormone imbalances go from weight gain and fatigue to natural energy and body confidence without harsh meds or fad diets. Right?
Yep.
And then this is, you want to go over these ones?
Yeah, and there was a guy that did a huge thing a while back, and his thing was from fat to fit. It can be very simple, but you have to be aware that on Facebook, they are very particular about using the word fat or anything that's body shaming in relation. So if you're going to use terms like that, make sure you think about how they might censor that body shaming type. So, you could do like from fluffy to fit or something like that, but you have to be careful what words you use. So think about your dream client and avoid using generic product names like Wellness with Amber, because, that doesn't really tell them what it is that you're about. Like everybody wants to be well, but that doesn't like catch their eye and pull them in. You want something that they're going to see and be like, oh, that's me. Like fit and focused women over 40. So they're like, oh, I'm over 40. I want to be fit. You got to grab their attention and then lose weight without giving up wine. I mean, when I was doing lifestyle coaching, that was the number one question people asked. Do I have to stop drinking alcohol? That was the number one question people asked me.
Wow.
It was. They would be like, I'll sign up for your program, but I have to ask you this one question first. They weren't willing to give up their wine or their wine coolers or their weekend, 6-pack of beer. So it's very common for people to ask that question. And then, like High Vibe Health in 30 days, you just want to give them like a snapshot of what they're going to get. What is their thing they're going to get? And, what pain point can you alleviate for them real quick?
Right. Exactly. So good.
Yeah. So you can take a screenshot of this. These are some really good examples.
Right. And these would be good examples. So the group setup essentials, you're going to have your group name, cover photo. We have a Canva training inside the group for free. I'm going to add that in there. So if you want to learn how to do a cover photo for a group, a description, include your story, what the members will learn, a call to engage, a welcome post, who are you, what brought you here. And I really like these are all inside the group, like on how it kind of walks you through this as you're setting up your group. So when you're setting up your group, like have time, give yourself like an hour to just like set it up properly and go through, because it will actually prompt you through these things. And then you don't have to try to go back and figure out how to do it later.
Yeah,
I'm having a bonus
wizard that you go through.
Yeah, it's a wizard, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then setting up your 3 entry questions to qualify the members, collect their email, and then you can change the URL of it to be something short and searchable. Like on here, we have it like this. See if we look in here. I think in mine, I have it like that with the attract. Let's see.
Oh, it was right there. You go.
And so, at the top, it's showing that. But I think I do have a custom URL for it too.
You do.
Yeah. And so, you can actually change it to have something that says like attract with Amber. I think that's what it was. So that when so if you like go to type it out, it just looks like with words rather than all these random numbers. Yeah. So it's not critical, but basically, creating a cover photo, something like this, we teach you how to do with the template or with the training that I put together. So making a great cover photo. All right. Let me get back to the other. One thing I don't like about this way that we're sharing is I can't bounce between the browsers. I got to go one by one.
Yeah. Kind of makes it complex.
So, it's okay. All right. So if you want more really like step-by-step guidance on the group setup, we have a VIP upgrade and it's $49 the next weekend. On Saturday, we're going to actually go through and we're going to spend 3 hours, doing a workshop on like setting up your group, helping you through it, walking you like step-by-step through it. And so if you need like personalized help, we can help you with it.
Yeah. And you'll be able to share your screen and we can see what you're doing. We'll be able to walk you through step by step. So no man left behind.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to show you things like, how to set up the units and how to set up things like, to welcome the people that are in. So we're going to show you a lot of those features that you're seeing in groups that you probably think are cool, but don't know how to do it yourself. So we're going to talk a little bit about attraction marketing in action and what you should be doing in your group. So give value before pitching, lead with education, stories, and curiosity posts. You can really use ChatGPT to give you ideas on your groups too. I highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Breadcrumb strategy that we taught yesterday, share your story in small, relatable pieces. Like I used to crash every afternoon at 2, and then I discovered what my hormones were really doing. So you just want to kind of give a little hint so people ask for more. And you're going to be the guide, not the hero. So let your members see themselves in your story by sharing these little breadcrumbs. Want to go over this one?
Sure. So building momentum. So you can do weekly themes. You can do like Motivation Monday, Wellness Wednesday, Transformation Tuesday. Like there's lots of options that you can do. Some groups have a giveaway like every Friday and they put all the people's names into a thing and they do a little spin and they give away some free thing on Friday. You can share testimonials and transformations, which really go over very well inside of groups. And you can ask really awesome questions. You can use that little red or blue or black block and put a small one question. What's your biggest struggle with energy right now? And people can just comment underneath of that. And it's a great way you can even do like group questions that way and be like, if you have questions, post them under this thing and then we'll all discuss. And it's a great way to build community and for people to see that other people.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Isn't it frozen? Or is it just me?
Which we found out it used to be so much easier. But there's so many things you can do and you can have guest speakers. You can upload. There's so many options inside of a group that you can do. And then you can have featured posts and you can change out. Back in the day when we were selling ketones, we had groups that we would do a recipe once a week. And those were huge. People love the once a week recipes.
Oh, yeah.
It was just their favorite overall thing to get.
Oh, yeah. That's what Amy used to do in her like keto group. But she would do like, she would do a weekly like meal plan.
Had a glitch.
She would do Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she did. It was a great, like a 5-day meal plan or whatever. Every week she would do it.
Yep. So things like that you can offer will bring people to you. What is going on?
Yeah, I think the internet must be dragging a little bit.
Yeah. Shoot. Okay. I'm getting like feedback.
Oh, I can't hear it on this end, but you're kind of cutting out a little bit. And like I keep seeing my picture for you.
I know. Dang it. I think it might be my internet. I don't know. Okay, well, let's keep going. We'll keep going. The soft call to action example again is like, if you're ready to feel good again and want to see a natural solution that help me, message me energy and I'll send you what I've been using. You could have that with like a picture of you with your drink like this here. And then here's this is just a summary, guys. This is your group name is your magnet. The value you share is the glue. You can use your group to generate endless leads, and the transformation you deliver is what keeps them coming back. So again, look at the groups here. You know, this is kind of like the slide you want to take a screenshot of to think about your formula for your group name. So that's the most important thing. It's going to trigger SEO, which is that search engine, you know, of Facebook to find the people that want to join your group. When you write your summary too, or like when you write your group description, that's also where a lot of the keywords come in. So be really specific, you know, on what you're helping with and the kind of people that would want to join your group and how you can help them.
Yeah. And ChatGPT is very helpful for coming up with things like that. And then another tip I wanted to give about when you're responding to people, if they comment energy or DM you the word energy, those are excellent ways to communicate with people. And you should always, when you reply back to them, say, hey, I saw that you commented on my post about whatever topic it was, because a lot of times people will comment on multiple things per day and they won't remember that they commented on your post. So if you say, thanks for commenting on my post about energy, I'm happy to send you some more information, then they won't be like, who are you? They'll be like, oh, that's right. I did comment on that thing about energy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you definitely should remind them about it and try to respond as soon as you can. Immediately. So homework for today, we want to encourage you to post your group name. Sorry, I forgot to take that part out. Encourage them to post your group name idea in the comments, you know, in the homework page. I'm going to post this homework page and you can put it there. Create your cover photo. I'm going to post the Canva training right after this, and it will help you to create your cover photo, and then schedule your first live or welcome post. So those would be the great, simple 3 things to start with. And then we want to show you that if you want to continue to work with us, we're putting together an awesome group to grow accelerator to help you build, grow, and monetize your Facebook group step by step. And so we're putting together a 6-week guided program. What's going to show you exactly how to start your own Facebook group the right way. You grow it to use simple attraction marketing methods, turn it into a community that naturally brings you leads and sales. And then we're going to teach you how to use AI to create content, save time, and stay consistent. So how many people would like help with those things?
Definitely.
Let's go through week by week. So Annette, you want to cover week 1?
Sure. Week 1 is going to be about visibility and lead flow. You want to get new eyes on your group all the time, like consistently getting new eyes on your group. And you're going to use other people's groups to attract people to you. And then you're going to invite them to join your group. And then we're going to teach you the best way to comment, collaborate, tagging people in the proper posts to keep the group active. And so that people are always seeing the new members coming in every week, because that's going to drive communication and content in the group.
Yes, definitely. So that's week 1. Week 2 is all about engagement and connection. So turn those quiet members into an active community. We're going to just help you. You know, when you build the foundation, a brand new group, it's actually easier. Like if you can get started right, you're not going to have quiet members you have to worry about, but we're going to teach you how to create daily engagement themes and posts, use guides and unit to organize your group, and how to spark conversations and feature different members of your group to keep it engaging. And that will result in a lively, connected group of people who love to return.
And week 3, challenges and webinars. And I believe I have a list somewhere of a bunch of different challenges that you can do. So that's awesome. You can use events to grow fast and sell with ease. And you can also do it just inside the group, or you can use the event section inside of a group. There's a couple of different options there. And we're going to show you how we use 3 to 5 day challenges to help grow groups and keep people active, and how to promote it and how to turn those participants into warm leads.
Yep. And so you're going to have a proven event ready to grow your list and sales. And then week 4, we're going to do content. We're going to cover content, because obviously it's important for you to have content in your group. And that might be something that, if you're not confident in the creating content, maybe it's going to hold you back from creating your group. So we want to set you up for success with having content, endless content. You're never going to run out of what to post again. So we're going to teach you how to build your content pillars for your group, how to use AI to create posts, reels, and emails, and how to repurpose content across platforms. So you're going to have 30 days of ready to use group content. Just in week 4, we're going to help you with that.
Awesome. And then week 5, how to monetize your group. Can you turn those followers into natural, ready to go buyers? How to add offers and links the right way so that it doesn't get downgraded inside the feed. How to create and utilize your group's mini value funnel, and how to learn to soft sell posts. I totally just mangled that up. Learning how to use soft sell posts to convert people inside the group. And the result that you'll get from that is a group that sells without feeling salesy. And it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly. And what it means by mini value funnel is like things like free value, daily posts or tips or short videos that help solve small problems your audience is facing, a freebie or event or a challenge that is considered kind of a mini value funnel. Some kind of paid offer too. So maybe it could be like some kind of paid ebook, guiding them to do something. Or maybe it's having somebody in there as like an expert, coming in and visiting. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the mini values that we'll teach you how to do in your group. And then last week is automate and scale. So work smarter, not harder. We're going to teach you those cool things like how to set up auto messages, things that will welcome your new members in, that will tag them, welcome flows, posting schedules. If you're busy working during the week and you have a Sunday where you could spend an hour setting up your posts for the week, we can teach you how to schedule those posts out. So they'll post every single day while you're working, and continue your group, basically continue the engagement in your group. We're going to teach you how to build your AI clone. So if you notice, Annette and I have our AI clones that we use. We're going to actually teach you how to create one of those, and how to use ChatGPT to learn how to write and reply in your voice, and map out your next 90 days of growth. So you will have at the end of this a self-running scalable group system.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
So we're going to have, this is the structure that we're going to have. It's going to be weekly trainings live, where we can go into deep strategy, one-on-one help. Like, we'll be able to pull up your screen and look at it if you're having a challenge. Like I said, no man left behind. We're going to do weekly office hours. We'll have Q&A. We'll have a private Boxer or DM. So if you have questions or you get stuck or you just need something quick, like which one of these sounds better, we're happy to help. Templates, checklists, swipe files, tons of things that we've collected and created over the years to help ourselves. We're going to share with you guys. And then lifetime access to all the modules and all the recordings. It'll all be uploaded into the membership portal where you'll have access to it at any time. And then, if we decide we find something new, pop in there, we'll just toss it in there and you'll always be able to see that too. Yeah,
we'll continually update it. And so if you bought the VIP package, then we will take that off of the cost of the Group to Grow Accelerator as well. So here's what is all included again, just to refresh your memory and see the value. So, we're going to give you the boot camp replays and slide deck, plus our free bonus session next Saturday on how to create your group and do it with you. We're going to do 6 weeks of live coaching and strategy, which is $597 value. Voxer and messaging support, $297 value. Templates, AI prompts, and swipe files. You'll get access to all the slide decks, so you can go through them one by one. And then a live audit and bonus tools. So total value of $1,485 and more. And it's only $297. So we try to make it really reasonable for you guys so that you can get, so that it can be affordable, but can also let us, get paid for all the time we're putting into it. So I hope that's fair.
It's very fair and exciting.
I think it's great. Very exciting.
I'm dropping this link under the video inside the group.
Yes. We're going to be obviously over delivering just like we've done here for you guys today. And we can't wait to share all of the knowledge with you and give you something that you can really work to grow your business with in a way that's not spammy. You're not sending out those messages. You're not feeling awkward. And you're going to literally have people coming into your sphere every single day asking for your links and your products. So does that sound good to you or what?
It sounds good to me.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. So I don't know if you guys saw my post, but my fiance, he's around me a lot. So I didn't realize I was rubbing off on him so much. But he's been, he's totally grown his business, and having a photography business is tough. A lot of people try to do photography business. They can never really get it going, especially if you want to make a 6-figure income with it. But using Facebook groups, he has gotten so much business. But he actually now started selling templates. He made this one template and he made, as of now, $1,600. And he just posted in a couple groups yesterday morning.
That is wonderful.
And then I went and I joined some more groups last night and posted in some more of them. And we have people just literally just sending tons of. Now we can't post the link in the group, so we have to handle it all manually. But they're just they're reaching out, asking for the link and the DMs. And, it's really cool. So it's cool to see it working. And so we can't wait to show you this and make it just easier for you to sell your products and services so you can have some extra residual income coming in every month. And, getting that customer to order the first time is the hardest thing. Once you get someone to order one time, the likelihood of them ordering more goes up. And so you really could have a lifetime customer just from once you get them to come into your world one time. So think about the value of that. How much is a customer worth to your business? Say they spend $150 a month and you're making 30% on that. Do the math on that, right? Over an annualized basis. I say a lot of network marketers, they have 150 and then say make 30%. That's $45 a month. Times that by 12, $540, for just one customer that's ordering your products consistently every month.
Yeah.
So, it does pay for itself. And hopefully 10xing this, 20xing this, 100xing this, because now the proven strategy to get endless leads and endless customers.
Definitely. And once you learn a really good system and you get good at it, it's really easy to teach other people as well. So you can teach your downline how to do the strategies that you're learning, and then they can be successful right alongside you. So,
yeah, exactly. So very awesome. Well, thanks everyone for being part of this week. I can't wait to hear all of the testimonials on how this is working for you now that you have some new strategies for your business. So please share them with us. And if there's specific questions and things you need clarity on, also we're happy to help. So thanks, Annette. It's been really fun doing this with you.
It has been.
Yeah. And yes, we will all see you in our accelerator program, and we'll see you VIPs next Saturday.
Awesome.
All right.
Can't wait.
Okay. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.